Sorry about the little bit of frame bit lag. I'm currently running a few too many programs. First of all, to view the help for cuboids, the command is simply /cmod. So let's go ahead and type that in now. Down here we can see there's many different commands. Most of these you don't even need to worry about. To create a cuboid, it's simply /cmod and then whatever name you want the cuboid to be called, and then create. Now, when you create a cuboid, by default, the only person that will be allowed to edit in it is you. To change this, you need to allow the players that demanded the cuboid. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to do /cmod, the name, that's the same name of what you created it, and then allow, and then the player that demanded it, you just simply put O, and then player name. So let's go ahead and say, Bob, the mushroom, demanded this. So, Bob is now the owner of this cuboid. So, they are now allowed to edit it. To disallow them, you just simply do the same thing. For the owner, again, you have to have that little O and those semicolon there, and then Bob again. And keep in mind, if you want to do a custom tag such as O, anything other than O will not work. To toggle the area flags, you will not need to remember so many of these, but to get help, you just type in cmod, and again, down here, toggle area flags, /cmod, name, toggle, protection, PvP, creeper, sanctuary, heal, creative, and fire. Most of these you can't even touch. They are administrative only. To remove a cuboid, which you will hardly ever need to do, just simply type in /cmod name delete. And again, same name as from when you created it. Now, to think of the definition of cuboids, they're basically just squares. So let's say I have this square selected. From that point there to this point here is completely protected. Anyone that is not of the cuboid cannot edit within this point to this point. And keep in mind that these cuboids can be of any size, shape, or block. This is just an example. And again, only the persons allowed can edit what are within. And these include these blocks that you see here. So now let's actually go and make one. Say we want that point there to this point. What this will do is create basically one of these, but with invisible blocks. Now, in order for our selection tools, we are going to be using 3 of which different items. A golden hoe, a golden sword, and a wooden sword. What a wooden sword does is far-range cuboid selection. So I just selected what would be not this block that you see here, but the block that would be right there. Now, typically you wouldn't normally want that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select this block. And now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select this block. And I'm going to go cmod, and just for the sake of it, we're going to go to test, create. Now, as you see, this is going to say it's not a cuboid, because the block that you're swinging the golden sword on isn't within the cuboid. The cuboid takes place 1 block above the sand, right here. So if I put a block down right there, it's going to say this is test. So, in other words, it goes from this point, 1 block above the sand, to this point, which is selected as a point up in the air. This is why we go down all the way to bedrock, and we go up all the way to the building limits for different points. That is basically it for protection. The next video I will be demonstrating creative purposes, and just remember, on MaineCraft, only Rogue 3 and above can get a cuboid. Thank you for watching.